pancakes and Alka-Seltzer when my tummy aches. If that ain't love, then I don't know what love is. We even got a secret handshake and she loves the music.
Wild about his crazy clothes. He wears tan shoes with pink shoelaces, a polka dot vest, and man, oh man, he wears tan shoes with pink shoelaces and a big Panama with a purple.
My baby, you're...
Let's make suhoor together. For those of you that don't know, suhoor is a meal consumed early in the morning by Muslims before fasting. This meal is eaten before sunrise, and after sunrise, we must refrain from eating or drinking anything from the time that the sun goes up until the time that it goes down. Suhoor is typically eaten during the month of Ramadan. And what's Ramadan, you ask? It's a time for Muslims to strengthen their relationship with God because throughout the year, we tend to lose sight of our purpose and why we belong in this world to begin with. We use this time as a reminder to discipline our souls from doing wrong. We aim to leave this month with a stronger connection to God and a stronger connection to our mental, physical, and spiritual being. With that being said, Ramadan isn't just a month of restricting yourself from food. Muslims must also refrain from immoral acts. We prioritize breaking bad habits, and we hope to be able to leave the month with healthier habits, a clear mind, and pure intentions. So why do we give up food? If we're able to give up something in which God designed to benefit us, we are surely able to leave habits that are harmful to our soul. It truly is a month of reflection.
Hey all, Mr. Barricade here to explain some of the differences when designing curbless streets. The road used was cut here and it used to grade all the way down to a curb and gutter, but instead they added more asphalt to bring up the plane to let the water drain into this under drain. Since we don't have curbs, we have to put wheel stops or other type of monuments to prevent any sort of terrorism or distracted driving. Let the water get filtered by bioswales before it gets dumped into the bay. Drain, gang.
Dire wolves aren't actually wolves, but what they are might be even cooler. Hear me out. For a long time, scientists thought that dire wolves were closely related to gray wolves, which totally makes sense. Their skeletons look a lot alike, the dire wolves were just bigger. But thanks to new clues from ancient DNA, it turns out they're actually a completely separate lineage of canines, one that was native to the Americas and shared its last common ancestor with gray wolves 5.7 million years ago. By some estimates, that would make dire wolves almost as distantly related to gray wolves as we are to chimpanzees. It also means that their similarity with gray wolves is the result of convergent evolution. That's when two species evolve similar traits because they have similar lifestyles. For dire wolves and gray wolves, that was hunting down the Ice Age megafauna of North America. And when that prey disappeared around 11 or 12,000 years ago, well, it looks like the gray wolves adapted to change, but the dire wolves didn't. So it's probably time to rename the dire wolves. What do you think we should call them?
Okay, mystery time. About 80 years ago, a bunch of really important fossils of our human ancestors just disappeared, and to this day no one is sure where they are. What happened to them? Well, it seems like World War II happened to them. It started in the 1920s when paleontologists were excavating a site in China called Dragon Bone Hill, which is a dope name. They were looking for fossil mammals at the time, but between 1927 and 1937, they ended up excavating fossils from about 40 members of the species that today we call Homo erectus. This was a huge discovery in the study of our origins at the time. But then World War II happened. The researchers put the fossils in 2 crates to be shipped to New York. The crates might have made it as far as a US base in China at the time called Camp Holcomb, where they were supposed to be put on a cargo ship, but the cargo ship never showed up at the base. The crates were last seen in early December 1941, which was a tumultuous time. Some reports say that they might have been buried on the grounds near the camp in an area that's now under a parking lot. To this day, no one knows for sure where the fossils are. All we have are plaster casts of them, thankfully, and a mystery.